It's Omar. It's Ebere. It's 3K to London, and we're on to week 7 of our Premier League pick'em. Coming up. Welcome back to 3K to London. We're glad you're here. Week 7 of the Premier League pick'em. Ebere, you came agonizingly close to a point last week with your selections. How are you feeling?
It was fairly unlucky, fairly unfortunate not to be able to get 1 point from that, But let's hope that this week we get a bit better. We actually, nail it this time around. So here's hoping that happens.
Indeed, I think both of us were way off on the score predictions, so perhaps we'll get a little closer. But that one is so tough to call in comparison to the lineups, which seem like they're getting a little bit more firm, and the favorites are becoming known for both sides. So why don't we jump right into our selections this week? You're on Man United away, I understand. Let her rip.
Yes. I have Leno in goal, Bellerin, Gabriel, Luis, and Tierney. In the midfield, Partey, Ceballos, Xhaka, and in attack, Willian, Saka, and Aubameyang. I have designated my wildcard player as Mustafi. Now, the reason I have done this is because Luis has a thigh strain, and his fitness for the game, I don't know whether it's been assessed yet. So he might play, he might not play. If he doesn't play, then Mustafi replaces him in the lineup, and that's why he is there. I'm a little unsure of Willian. He's coming back from some kind of muscular calf injury. He came on as a substitute this evening in the Europa League, so maybe that's a sign that he is he's just being ready, sharpened, to play on Sunday. So that's my lineup. What about yours, Omar?
Yes, I'll get to my lineup in a second, but I must say to you, having to put Mustafi in your lineup, even as an alternate, has got to be a bit painful.
Yes, but we do have quite a few centre-backs out. Pablo Mari, Holding. We have about 3 of them out. So, that's why we have this issue. But, Mustafi is serviceable on his day, and let's just hope that the coach Arteta has worked wonders, on him.
Well, I'm sure you're really hoping. Let's hope he stays an alternate and doesn't get the starting berth. Anyway, okay. Enough about your problems. I need to deal with my own. We've got Burnley away coming up, which is, knowing that they've had such a horrible record this season means it is ripe for an upset. But that said, I will stay positive today. I'm going to go with the following lineup. I've got Mendy in goal, Chilwell, Zuma, Silva, and James. Then Kante, Kovacic, and a front 4 of Ziyech, Havertz, Pulisic, and Werner. We're starting to see some solidity in the lineup picking. I'm thinking that Zuma Silva makes a lot of sense. I'm thinking that James in place of Azpilicueta since it's Burnley. I'm hoping Kante Kovacic. They've been not paired up the last few weeks, but perhaps now's the time. And the front stack is really the biggest concern because you've got Ziyech, who's just coming up, ready to play a starting role for a change. You've got Werner, who's been scoring very freely, and that's kept Abraham out, but you're thinking maybe Abraham will get a chance because it's Burnley. And, Pulisic is healthy. Havertz is playing amazingly well and has essentially kept Mount out. But I'm going to go with Mount as my alternate just in case, because I think that there might be a little bit of mixing around up there, and I'm just not sure what it's going to be there. Truthfully, we'll see. I could also see Tomori getting a run out. this week. But that's going to be, I'm going to have to just stick with that and pray for the best.
Well, your squad is bursting with quality, and quality is competing against quality to play, on all over the pitch. So it's a nice problem that you guys have, but I don't know about this feeling you have that Burnley away is a potential banana skin, but I doubt that very much. They've not won this season. They've not played very well. It doesn't seem like that. It doesn't seem that fraught to me. But hey, I may be wrong.
Well, conventional Chelsea would pick this time to lose points, but this is definitely no conventional Chelsea. So hopefully your assessment is more accurate than mine.
Well, you would want to hope so then.
Alrighty, score prediction time. Ebere, Manchester United away. We went 0-0 with them last week. What do you think your boys will fare this week?
I certainly do not think this match is going to end goalless. I just don't think either that we won't concede or that Manchester United will not concede. Now, I went out on a limb last week, and I'm going out on a limb this week. In fact, on a bigger limb this week. And I expect to crash and burn, but like I said last week, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I have put in a score of 3-1 to Arsenal away at Manchester United, of all places.
If you ask me, it's reachable. You just need to come out with a little more verve than we did. We came in and played basically 5 at the back for the first 20 minutes of that match or so, even though we didn't go there to score freely as we typically do. And if you all do, maybe you will achieve that. I can't rule it out. It's not like
we would have to play our best game of the season to hope that we could do this. We could score 3 at Old Trafford. But let's see.
Yeah, it's not like Ole Solskjaer's team is, all conquering. They're far from it. So, good luck with that one. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. For Burnley, I'm also going to go out a bit on a limb because we've been, the clean sheet kings the last few matches, albeit against, Sevilla side, not exactly top-rated squads, but I'm going to go with 3-0 this week. I think we're finally going to crack the code of score several goals and don't concede anything for this week. I guess we did it the other day against Krasnodar, but I have a feeling Burnley is a little bit better than Krasnodar. So I'm just going to say I hope that we go out there and really batter them and start to build on the confidence that we're seeing being instilled in this young side.
I agree. I think this particular scoreline is actually more realistic than the one I predicted for us. So I expect this to happen with more probability, than I expect my own scoreline too. So there you go.
Well, sir, as always, I wish you well, and we'll have to see how our selections match up to reality, and I will catch up with you next week to go over it, hopefully with an exciting scoring return for both of us.
It is my fondest wish and most fervent hope as well. Let's hope, that we go one better, this week, make correct predictions in terms of lineup. And it will be wonderful if we both return next week with our predictions of the scorelines intact. So.
Well, let us hope so. Good evening to you, sir, and best of luck. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.